My brother and sister, have you ever seen a black cat and wondered if it's a sign of bad luck? Stop. What most people believe is actually a myth. Islam shows us the truth. Black cats are not evil, and the answer will completely change how you see them. Stay tuned, because what you're about to learn will amaze you. In Islam, black cats are not considered evil or unlucky. Many cultural myths portray them as omens of misfortune, but the teachings of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ completely reject such superstitions. In fact, cats in general hold a special place in Islam. They are regarded as clean animals, and showing kindness toward them is highly rewarded. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ himself treated cats with mercy, allowing them to drink from his water, sleep on his garments, and never harming them. Islam emphasizes that all events, whether good or bad, occur by the will of Allah alone, not by the presence of an animal. Misfortune or blessings are not caused by cats, colors, or any creature. Attributing harm to them is considered shirk, associating partners with Allah in extreme cases of superstition. Therefore, seeing a black cat should not cause fear or panic. Black cats, like all of Allah's creations, are part of the natural balance of life. They serve as a reminder of Allah's wisdom and the importance of compassion toward all living beings. Caring for them, feeding them, and treating them kindly brings barakah, blessing, and spiritual reward. In Islam, black cats are blessed creatures, not evil omens, and respecting them aligns with the sunnah of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Across the world, black cats have long been associated with superstition. In many cultures, they are seen as symbols of bad luck, witches, or evil spirits. People avoid crossing paths with them, fear their presence, or blame them for misfortunes. These beliefs, however, are purely cultural and have no basis in Islam. Such superstitions arise from human imagination, fear, and misunderstanding, rather than divine guidance. Islam takes a completely different approach. In the teachings of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, animals, including cats, are creations of Allah and must be treated with kindness and respect. Islam categorically rejects the idea that any animal can bring harm or fortune. Good and evil come only from Allah, and attributing supernatural influence to creatures is a misconception. For example, the Prophet ﷺ never associated cats with luck or misfortune. Instead, he showed mercy to all animals and encouraged his followers to do the same. Understanding this distinction is vital. Cultural myths may shape fear and prejudice, but Islamic reality emphasizes compassion, logic, and reliance on Allah. A black cat is neither a curse nor a blessing in itself. It is simply one of Allah's creatures, deserving care and respect. This awareness frees believers from superstition while aligning their actions with Islamic principles. Cats hold a unique and respected place in Islam. Unlike many animals, they are considered clean and gentle creatures, and Prophet Muhammad ﷺ emphasized kindness toward them in numerous instances. One famous story tells of the Prophet ﷺ cutting a piece of his garment rather than disturbing a sleeping cat resting on it, highlighting the importance of compassion over personal convenience. This exemplifies the Islamic principle that all living beings deserve mercy and respect. Cats were allowed to move freely in homes, drink from the same water as humans, and even share sleeping spaces without any harm or discomfort. They were never regarded as impure or unlucky. In fact, Islam teaches that mistreating any creature is sinful, while caring for them brings reward and barakah, blessing from Allah. The special status of cats also reflects a broader lesson in Islam: mercy, humility, and responsibility toward all creatures. By treating cats with love and care, believers demonstrate obedience to Allah, following the sunnah of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. In summary, cats are blessed companions in Islam. Their presence reminds us to act with compassion, reject superstition, and uphold the ethical treatment of animals, embodying the mercy and wisdom Allah has placed in creation. The fear of black cats is deeply rooted in human psychology and cultural conditioning rather than reality. Across centuries, black cats often been associated with darkness, the unknown, and danger. Humans are naturally wired to be cautious of things they cannot fully understand, and anything dark or shadowy can trigger subconscious fear. Black cats, with their dark fur and mysterious eyes, became an easy symbol onto which societies projected superstitions and irrational fears. During the Middle Ages in Europe, black cats were linked with witches, magic, and evil spirits. These myths were reinforced over generations, creating a psychological bias. The black cat was seen as a harbinger of bad luck, even though there was no factual basis. When children grow up hearing stories of evil black cats, their brains associate the animal with danger, fear, or misfortune, and this belief often persists into adulthood. Islam, however, emphasizes rationality and rejects superstition. The Quran and the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ make it clear that animals, including black cats, are Allah's creations and cannot bring misfortune. Understanding the psychological roots of fear helps believers distinguish cultural myths from truth. Black cats are simply creatures of Allah, deserving compassion, not fear. By replacing superstition with knowledge and dhikr, one can overcome fear and see black cats as blessed creatures, not omens. Islam places great emphasis on kindness, compassion, and mercy toward all living creatures. Animals are considered creations of Allah, and harming them without necessity is strictly forbidden. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ taught that every act of mercy toward an animal is rewarded, while cruelty brings accountability on the Day of Judgment. He emphasized feeding, watering, and caring for animals, showing that they have rights and feelings that must be respected. Simple acts, such as providing food and clean water, ensuring shelter, and avoiding unnecessary harm, are considered acts of worship. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ recounted stories illustrating this principle, including a man who was forgiven by Allah for giving water to a thirsty dog, showing that mercy extends to all creatures. Even cleaning after animals, preventing their suffering, and showing patience when dealing with them are highly valued in Islam. Cats, dogs, birds, livestock, and even insects are included in this ethic of care. Neglect, abuse, or causing fear for amusement goes against Islamic teachings. Instead, Muslims are encouraged to treat animals gently, respecting their natural behaviors and needs. In essence, Islam teaches that kindness to animals reflects one's faith and character. Caring for them is a direct reflection of one's obedience to Allah, following the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and contributes to a world filled with compassion, balance, and divine blessings.